It's Madden NFL 24, and we've got the Panthers' speedy running back. He was steady for him on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Panthers and the Saints, and it's coming up next.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched...
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
Off the play fake, Young. That's complete to DK Metcalf. The numbers for him from a week ago. 7 catches, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 4. Gets by him at the 25. And he's got it past the 30 before his helm dropped. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
And that's a run that energizes an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You look at the Saints defense. Now, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you'd consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course. A pretty nice effort. After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Young on 3rd down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Ryan Brzee fought in and got him down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And taken right on the 30. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back to back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
In motion right, Olave. Zone touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Saints, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And you look at this Saints defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And when you see a ranking like number 4 in the league against the pass, that's a testament to both their defensive coordinator and the general manager that crafted this unit, and now they're out executing.
That throw by Young incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And out will come the offense as they take over. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. The numbers for Hill a week ago. 7 catches, 88 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Back to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And the Panthers coming out now. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. 1st and 10, Young. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. A beautiful fake. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. A good gain again. It's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 36. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the
touchdown, Carolina! A great play there. 36 yards. And the Panthers are back within a score. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. On the return, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Look at the big man rumble. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 78 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Sliding out of the pocket. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball to the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point try now from Dicker. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive, 4 plays, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. 2nd down, Young. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end, Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Hands it off out of the gun. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Saints to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Out route to Hill, complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Back to throw here. Olave holds it in. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. The Saints at a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Again, he'll drop to throw. Finds his man. That's Olave on the crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Now that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Second and 7. Keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's their quarterback. His third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield and get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A first down throw for Young. Now waste. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the route is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Meanwhile, Young's throw complete there to Moore. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 54 yards away. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And they will remain well behind.
It's hard to be surprised at the miss there with the way this first half has gone. Here they were hoping to get some sort of momentum to carry them into the locker room, but even this doesn't pan out.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached half. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And he returns this to the 22. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead, before the other guys even see the football? That could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Little short pass here to Hill, and he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here comes the Saints punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the 2nd half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Now Young. Flush to his right. And they will stop him short. the 27, no first down. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. They'll look to throw here. Man open, here is Jones. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte.
Looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has, percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again.
And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll get this out wide to Metcalf.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good for the Panthers. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
To throw, Young. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play.
We're still in the 3rd quarter here. Now you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
114 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. On the return, here's Shaheed. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Saints coming out now to take the field.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by Kirby Joseph.
And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field.
Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They're going to look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Now Young. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Young. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And they're going to speed things up here. Young on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Morton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. And Young's throw there incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On 2nd down, Young again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, it's Young. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
3rd down and goal coming up here.
Throwing, Young. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run 1st down.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Throw left side complete. That's Jones. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. Bulldozes past him. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Caught by Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
And he will have a Saints 1st down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory for him. Henry fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
A toss right to Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Saints are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Panthers 21.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Panthers about ready to take over. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Escapes the sack.
To the sideline and incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Young to throw it. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out.
Now the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, 46 yards. And the Saints up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Panthers 21.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Taken at the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Oh, Young loses it. And this is going to be recovered in the end zone. And he's got a Super Bowl touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for New Orleans, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.